We're back. Woo!
Hello, hello.
What is new? You'll hear from Drew.
And who's that from?
Peter McPherson. Thank you, Peter. His sign-on does not peter out. It's McPherce.
Good one.
Speaking of fear, death'll kill ya. Do you mean killed by death? Killed by kicking the bucket gives a lovely fright.
It's killed by...
Biting the dust. No. Buying the farm. No. Killed by death. You know, I've been processing a lot since our rewatch of Passion.
You have?
Yes. Hanging out with you two, becoming the intergalactic super-duper podcast sensation that I am, has given me a new lease on life. I love my newfound independence.
That's nice.
All these things a Victorian gal could never achieve. Agency, autonomy, creative freedom, power. I've always been full of riz.
Riz.
Get with it. Charisma. Ah, charisma. Not referring to Cordy. My own charisma. But I'm finding that your views are influencing me. I'm quite confused. Do you know what my mind is saying?
What?
Jivey jumbles and lots of tumbles. That must not be pleasant. Well, lots to continue processing. Why don't we carry on for now? Hey, Scooby Dru. Have you seen this film, Razorblade Smile? Severin Films is advertising with us. Look at the super cool 3-disc Blu-ray. Don't be a silly Billy. It's not a film. It's a documentary. I'm good friends with London Lil. You mean Lilith Silver? The main character? I'm pretty sure it's a film. It says here it's directed by Jake West. West is the best. Lil is a fun-loving gal. Always good for a giggle. And blood-sucking. Haven't seen her in ages. We used to hang at the Transylvania bar. So you're telling me this movie is really a documentary? Dear Minion, you are indeed one in a million. Hey. Now, tell our Re-Vamptees where they can get the Blu-ray. Due to demand, Severin Films now presents the re-release of Razorblade Smile for the first time in ultra-high def. A 3-disc Blu-ray collection with over 9 hours of special features that include Jake West's controversial 2000 documentary for UK television, Children of the Night. Plus, his new feature-length documentary on 90s British bloodsucker culture, Vampires Forever, and a whole lot more. Razorblade Smile is available at the Severin, Severin web store. Find it now on www.severinfilms.com and coming soon to your favorite vampire-friendly retailer. Children of the Night, what sweet music I make. Shall I share some BTS?
Absolutely.
Most definitely. I want to share a couple of things. The first is about child actors, since a lot of kids appear in this episode. In the 19th century, early theater had no legal protections. Children worked long hours in hazardous conditions. Minors toured with parents in vaudeville shows. Managers held total control over young performers. They were often exploited. They rarely received direct pay or formal schooling. In the 1920s to the 1930s, Hollywood began signing children to long-term contracts. Jackie Coogan catapulted to international fame starring alongside Charlie Chaplin in the 1921 classic The Kid. He earned millions, but his parents spent it all, which led to the Coogan Act in 1939. California mandated that 15% of a child's earnings had to go into a trust. Shirley Temple dominated the box office during the Great Depression. The 1950s to 1980s television era created a high demand for child actors. Education rules were put in place. Studios had to provide on-set tutors and classrooms. The late 60s and 70s brought global fame to kids in many shows, including The Brady Bunch and The Partridge Family. The 80s had stars like Drew Barrymore and Corey Feldman. The 1990s to the present have had many changes in safety and digital media. In 1991, former child star Paul Peterson, who played Jeff Stone on The Donna Reed Show, founded the nonprofit organization A Minor Consideration. His organization was a driving force behind the 2000 revisions to the California Child Actors Bill, which is more famously known as the Coogan Act. These included strict work hours with age-based limits for on-camera and on-set time. In the 1990s, Macaulay Culkin became one of the highest-paid child actors in history. Around the same time, stars like Lindsay Lohan began their rise under the modern Disney banner, transitioning from child roles to teen pop culture phenoms. While the history of child acting is often marked by the difficulty of the transition into adult roles, many former stars like Jodie Foster and Christian Bale have worked all the way through. YouTube and TikTok created unmonitored kidfluencer labor gaps. In 2023, Illinois, and in 2024, California, passed laws protecting monetizing online minors. Sarah, Allison, Seth, Amber, and Michelle were all child actors. Some specific BTS about permanently out of print? No. Rubbed out by the Reaper?
No.
Killed by death is that the Vulich FX makeup house team was on set with Todd McIntosh to operate the eye stalks. Eye stalks has a terrific ring to it.
But does it really?
No. Dr. Gording, the eye doctor we went to for our contact lenses, was actually on set as well for this episode. Dr. Gording's work contributed to the Emmy Award for Outstanding Makeup in a Series. After my fitting for contact lenses, his office in Westwood in Los Angeles later displayed the engraved, commemorative wooden stake marking the 100th episode that we were all given. I have mine in one of my Buffy boxes in the garage. My boxes have scripts, my working notes and notebooks, pulled images, a pair of vampire teeth, and sundry items like that. So, Sire Rebecca, do you want one other bit of business? What is it? We're still caught in a trap. Dana Douglas sent in her Elvis playlist pick.
Which song?
Her rendition is, I ain't nothing but a vampire, biting all the time. Juliet. Ain't nothing but a vampire, biting all the time. Sire Rebecca.
I hope it helped looking away. I hope you appreciated this shoulder wiggle.
I liked it. It was good. The shimmy. You too, Re-Vamptees, join in.
Well, I ain't never caught a zombie and you ain't no sorrow mine.
Oh, is right.
That's amazing.
Sorry, Rebecca, do you want to give the synopsis for Death Will Kill Ya?
We've already established that's not the title.
But it should be. Well, it's not. It's Death Becomes Ya. No, Killed by Blotto. No. Let's get into some death jokes. Must we? I'm dead serious about this.
Oh.
A dead giveaway. You aren't keen about the idea. Ouch. Do you know what is really a dead giveaway?
What?
A will. He. It actually is.
Yes.
A cartoonist was found dead in his home. The details are sketchy. He. What did the vampire say about burials? I hate going to funerals because I'm not a mourning person. He. Yes, I killed it. He. Sorry, Rebecca. The synopsis, please.
Well, a slayer doesn't get a sick day. The Scooby Gang steps up to support Buffy while she's ill. They soon realize that Angel isn't the only thing they have to worry about. Buffy has to fight the flu as well as a demon who feeds on children.
Ooh, good one. We start off in the graveyard and Buffy's off. She almost stakes her gang. We learn, as Sire Rebecca said, that she has the flu.
Angel shows up ready to fight and toys with the fact that Buffy is weak. The Scoobies help Buffy when Angel has her pinned down. After chasing him off with crucifixes, Buffy faints.
I had a fan who recently told me that fevered Buffy reminded him of Drew. Really? Yes. Never know how much I love you. This is perfect for our episode and fits into our Elvis run. Juliet. Never know how much I care. Sire Rebecca. All together now. Re-Vamped these too. Oh, that was good.
Mic drop. I don't know who that was, but
I thought that was so Elvis. It was great. Oh my God. Juanita Jennings plays Buffy's doctor, Dr. Wilkinson. She played Edna in the sitcom Meet the Browns, Ruby Jones in the Fox drama Star, and Nana Mama in the Prime Video show Cross. She had recurring roles in the USA legal drama Pearson, the Oprah Winfrey Network drama David Makes Man, is known for her award-winning performance in the HBO miniseries Laurel Avenue, and has guest starred on many shows. She appeared in films such as Basic Instinct and What Women Want. She's also had an extensive stage career, winning 2 NAACP Theater Awards. Joyce explains why Buffy hates hospitals. When she was 8, her cousin Celia died when Buffy was alone with her at the hospital. I hate them too. The blood banks are always a pain to get into. Different perspective. That's why I'm here. True. It's a nice scene between Giles and Joyce. She thanks him for looking after Buffy and talks about Jenny's death. I always watch the shows twice before each record. The second watch through was after Tony passed away, and it was difficult to get through.
watching this episode was emotional. You really get the type of person he was.
Mm-hmm.
You can see how much everything with Jenny impacted his character. He's quieter, he hesitates, he seems lost. I don't know about you, but hospitals at night are so incredibly creepy and unexpectedly quiet. The activity of the day totally switches off, and I've been in some at night, and the stories I could tell you. Have you ever been at a hospital at night?
Thankfully, only as a visitor. I was there with Dev in South Africa when he was in the ICU. What kind of stories do you have?
My favorite one, I wasn't actually present for, but I was visiting my brother during the day, and he said that there was an elderly woman who at night would wander from room to room and just stand in your doorway and ask if she could come in. And he immediately said, I know, you don't let anybody in. You don't invite anyone in. But just the idea of this woman every night wandering around and nobody watching her and the lights being dimmer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah, fun things. If you are at the hospital, look out for moments like that. Hopefully she was real.
Maybe she was a vampire.
Or she was a ghost. I mean, there's a lot of different options there.
Yeah.
Or a demon.
Yeah. The little boy in this episode reminds me of Billy in the season 1 episode Nightmares. Did he remind you of Billy a little bit?
Yes.
Ryan, this character, is played by Andrew DeCote. We see the scary monster. Scary monsters, super creeps, keeps me running scared. At first, like in Nightmares, we're not sure if Buffy sees this for real or if it's a dream. We get a flashback of what we come to find out is young Buffy. That clock is seriously old school, even for when it aired.
We know something bad waits for her behind that curtain as well.
Ooh. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? Der Kinderstod knows. Yeah, he knows, but we haven't gotten there yet. Buffy walks again in the hospital, peering into rooms, and there's a disturbing scene unfolding in every single room. Goody.
The security guard watches her as he creeps around the corner.
The security guard was played by Willie Garson. Willie appeared in more than 300 episodes of television and more than 70 films. He was Mozzie on White Collar, Stanford Blatch in Sex and the City TV series, films, and in And Just Like That. He also appeared as the grifter with a heart of gold, Gerard Hirsch on Hawaii Five-0. Films include There's Something About Mary, Kingpin, Fever Pitch, Soap Dish, Groundhog Day, Mars Attacks, The Rock, Being John Malkovich, and many others. As a director, Garson directed episodes of White Collar and Girl Meets World. Do you know what else Garson was known for?
No.
He was known as a world-class poker player, nicknamed Evil Willie on the first episode of Celebrity Poker Showdown in 2003, and continued to play in tournaments all over the world, both for charity and through the World Poker Tour.
Impressive.
Impressive, right?
Yeah.
Can you play poker?
Absolutely not.
Me neither.
My uncle tried to teach me, but I was pretty miserable at it.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. One-of-a-kind handmade concept jewelry from Eternal Craft is anchored in Gothic elegance. What are you doing? Oh, this is lovely. Oh, I want it. Where did you get it from? Drew, I was recording. You can't just walk in the middle of a session. Did you not see the red light? I thought it meant stop in and say hello. Anyway, Stephanie makes them with semi-precious stones and strong, powerful crystals. Ooh, I'm having a vision. These pieces are designed with their own unique identity, inspired by mythology, mysticism, art, music, and literature. Every piece is iconic, like me. Drew melody as always, but I have to agree with you about the jewelry. Minion Juliet, look in my eyes. No, stop trying to hypnotize me. It'll never work. They in me. Yes, mistress. Bring your credit card. Go to eternalcraft.org and buy me 2 of everything. Yes, mistress. I love recording sessions. Young Tina dies and gets wheeled by. Killed by death. Yes.
Yes.
Buffy sees her doctor arguing with Dr. Backer, who's giving patients experimental treatments. Ryan, the boy that reminds me of Billy, and another girl appear. They tell Buffy that death is coming back for them. Killed by death.
Yes.
Comes from the comedian Spike. What? Not my Spike. Spike Milligan, who famously coined the joke phrase in response to the question, how did you die? Killed by death. Yes, that's right. Motorhead's 1984 hit song, Killed by Death, was inspired by Milligan's joke. If you squeeze my lizard, I'll put my snake on you. I'm a romantic adventure, and I'm a reptile too. The chorus, all together now. You two revamptees. Killed by death. Killed by death. Killed by death. Someone! Someone! I'm trying to emulate the lead singer's voice. Yes, we noticed that. Killed by death. Killed by death. Killed by death. Ah! Thank you, Drew.
All it's missing is a leather jacket.
For some reason, it made me think of the Muppets. I don't know why.
Yes. Oh my God.
That is not what I was going for at all. Well, it popped in my mind.
I think they'd be an incredible backup band with you. That's all.
They would. Oh my gosh. Well, Drew, thank you for your ever-expanding playlist.
I guess you did have to include
Killed by Death. Yes. Yes.
the title reminds me of a totally random movie from the late 70s, early 80s called Murder by Death. It's starring everyone from David Niven, Maggie Smith, Peter Falk, and even Truman Capote. I recommend it.
Yeah, it's an Agatha Christie spoof.
Yes.
Peter Sellers, Eileen Brennan,
Mm-hmm.
Nancy Walker, Elsa Lanchester, James Cromwell. They were all also in it. And Peter Sellers plays a Chinese detective. I guess it's supposed to be like his Inspector Clouseau, but it isn't very PC.
Yeah, it's oh God, what is I'm blanking on the character that it's based off of.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Charlie Chan, of course.
Yeah,
Yes,
Charlie
Charlie
Chan.
Chan. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Entering the hospital, Angel whistles part of Symphony No. 9, Ode to Joy, composed by Beethoven in 1824. I remember hearing Beethoven's Ode to Joy for the first time when I was 10. You could hear it drifting out of the doors of the symphony. Oh, well, it's a perfect choice for this sequence. BTW, this exact melody is Dr. Gregory House's signature whistle when he arrives at the Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital in the TV series House. Did you know that?
I didn't realize that.
Angel and Xander have an interesting standoff.
Normally, Angel can easily intimidate Xander or even rile him up. But in this case, Buffy is what's giving Xander the courage to go toe-to-toe with Angel and not back down.
I think Xander feels a bit vindicated. A lot of it was jealousy, but he never liked Angel. He thinks the way he treated Buffy is reprehensible, and they all do, but Xander's anger seems to be fueling his power. Angel brings up his sexual experience with Buffy in order to taunt Xander. He does this with Spike about me all the time. It's his operatic mode.
Do you mean modus operandi?
Yes, that. Xander says something which foreshadows something that will be coming up. Spoiler alert.
We see little Buffy saving her cousin while playing Avalanche. Did you have any games like that growing up?
I didn't know there was a game called Avalanche. I heard her yell it in the scene. What is Avalanche?
Well, it's just one of those things you sort of make up, like the floor is lava when you're kids. So you jump on the furniture and you could only get to another piece if you could jump to it or use a cushion as like a stopping point on your way. Just different games that you make up when you have nothing else to do and no toys at hand.
Imagination.
Yeah.
I played a lot of board games too, did you?
Not really. Anytime we tried to play Monopoly, it got really intense. So I've learned that I stand back and I would let my brothers and my dad all play together. You just watch like people hiding money underneath the board.
Oh my gosh. White collar crime.
Yes.
Goodness.
I was better at solitaire.
My uncle, who married into the family, he worked for Mattel and Parker Brothers, and his job was inventing games.
Oh, wow.
Which was a really cool job. He would send us his games before they were released. He invented Mousetrap.
Oh, cool.
Battleship, and he was part of the team for Operation. He also sent us one called Gnip, but I don't think that one ever took off to the same degree. It had ping pong balls in it.
Oh, well, I don't know if I can speak for anybody else, but all of those games were huge parts of my childhood, except for Gnip. I don't seem to remember that one.
It was weird. It had something to do with bouncing them to the other player, and he would ask us what we thought. And I remember we didn't give such high ratings for Gnip, but definitely yes for Mousetrap, Battleship, and Operation. Why do people bring grapes to those in the hospital? It's nothing to whine about. He. No, really.
I have to admit that this was a first for me.
Oh, I think especially historically in the UK, grapes were considered rare and they were expensive, so it could have been seen as a generous gesture. They also require no peeling or cutting. You don't need utensils to eat them, so they're good for patients lying in bed. And I guess there's also the idea that grapes can hydrate, detoxify, aid in healing, so maybe that's why.
Interesting.
When Buffy tells the gang about death, Xander offers advice. He says, if he asks you to play chess, don't even do it. This is a reference to Ingmar Bergman's 1957 movie, The Seventh Seal, where a knight returning from the Crusades faces death, challenges him to a game of chess, and death wins. The security guard startles Cordy when she and Xander are snooping. Cordelia improvises and flirts with him. Jealousy runs throughout Buffy. Angel has been playing on Xander's jealousy. Cordelia is jealous that Xander puts Buffy before her. Xander is jealous about Cordelia flirting with the security guard, even though he knows it's a ploy.
Meanwhile, Giles and Willow go to the library to try and learn about the hospital and the children's doctor.
It's time for Rupert's rhetoric. He says that death and disease are the only things Buffy can't fight. Giles thinks it might be psychological, but Willow argues on the we live on the Hellmouth side that it could be a monster. Giles often speaks the theme of the episode. This episode, killed by death, yes, but could you please just stop yelling out the titles? In KBD, the inescapable nature of death, childhood trauma, and the adult inability to understand children's fears are explored. The episode delves into the inexorability of death. The primary antagonist, Durkindestad, a plague-like demon visible only to sick children, represents literal death. As Buffy learns, death is something a slayer simply cannot change. Buffy has gone through the loss of Angel. Loss often brings up prior losses and trauma. In this case, she is confronting the loss of Jenny and also the loss of Celia and how powerless she felt as a child. This episode, KBD, seems to be a Monster of the Week episode, but it acts as so much more. A coping mechanism for Buffy, allowing her to process her grief by giving her a tangible, defeatable monster to fight. It was originally written for season 1, but evolved into this version. Through her hospital stay and fevered hallucinations, Buffy relives the guilt of what has happened with Angel, of feeling powerless to save her cousin, and what she couldn't do to save Jenny. Grief is a catalyst. Buffy's need to conquer the demon, to save the hospitalized children, is her direct way of confronting the scars of her past. She acts out the salvation she couldn't provide for Celia or for Jenny. She finds her strength to save the children.
This really is a therapy episode for Buffy. She has to face the memories she suppressed from childhood and unravel them. I think we can all relate to being overwhelmed by trauma in the moment and not realizing how these unresolved issues haunt us as adults.
Jenny thought the last thing she needed was a burial plot. She was right. He. That's in bad taste, Drew. Mel Brooks said, bad taste is simply saying the truth before it should be said. That's often true, but not so much in this case. Although, a little bit later in KBD, Cordy expresses a similar sentiment. You always have to be mollycoddled. Not a good trait in a minion.
She's not a minion.
Thank you, Sire Rebecca. Another theme is adult inattention versus children's reality. Kids can see things adults don't. This is a theme throughout Buffy. Many of the adults are completely unaware of what is really going on in Sunnydale. There is a disconnect between the adult world and the harsh reality adolescents face. Here, kids see the monster, but as Giles says, they are also attuned to the reality of the people in their lives, their true selves, their hidden faces. Here in KBD. Okay. Stop yelling the initials, too. You didn't object the last few times.
I think because she didn't want to interrupt the flow.
Exactly. Durkindestad preys on the fact that adults dismiss the dying children's warnings as hallucinations or stories. This theme has been explored in many different genres. The trope is often called, quote, kids see ghosts, or, quote, adults are useless. It plays on the truth that as we grow up, our imaginations lessen. Kids, unburdened by how the world works, possess an open mind which makes them ultimate truth tellers. The canary in the coal mine. Do you know where that phrase comes from? Yes, I do. No, not you, Sire Rebecca.
I do too.
Ooh, good.
It was a historical safety practice. Starting in the late 19th century, coal miners would bring caged canaries into underground tunnels with them. Canaries have a higher respiratory rate and are much more sensitive to toxic, odorless gases like carbon monoxide and methane than humans are. If the bird became sick or died, it served as a signal for the miners to evacuate immediately before the gas levels became fatal to them.
Poor birds. Not a safety practice for them.
No, but think of how many people they saved.
That's true. Bye-bye, birdie, bye-bye. I'll give you a seed if you sing. As featured on YouTube's Captain and Cat Captain's Corner, your child or student's heart will grow with the stories in Bagette's Balloon, a sweet adventure about kindness and the gift of giving. Perfect for ages 3 to 8, it gently introduces empathy, diversity, and real-life themes like aging, disability, allergies, and caring for our environment. Kids love spotting the color-changing balloon and joining the search for Bagette's lost cat. Comes with the Magic of Smiles stickers, free downloadable kindness crafts and activities that will always be free in Bagette's Kindness Creative Lab. These make learning kindness fun, doable, and easy to fit into everyday play just like any other favorite activity. Features hand-drawn illustrations created without AI. Every page is filled with warmth and originality. Join the kindness mission and see how far a single act of kindness can travel. Visit Bagette.com, and that's BAJETTE.com, to access the book, kindness shirts, gallery, reviews, and always free activities in the Kindness Creative Lab. If you have a kindness idea or story, write to giving@Bagette.com to win a premium edition of Bagette's Balloon. You can really tell that this book was made with a lot of love. Get Bagette's Balloon. In The Sixth Sense, Cole sees the restless spirits because he possesses the empathy and openness they need, while his mother and the doctors mistake this for mental illness. In Stranger Things, the kids are the only ones who can map the upside down and understand the mind flayer. In both the book and film It by Stephen King, Pennywise specifically targets children because their fears are pure. In the book, film, and musical, Peter Pan's entire premise relies on the fact that adults forget how to fly because they lose their happy thoughts and imagination.
In the Chronicles of Narnia, only the children can step through the wardrobe. When adults grow too old and cynical, like Susan later on, they lose their connection to Narnia completely. In Matilda, Matilda understands the cruelty of the adult world and the power of her own mind, while the adults around her are completely blinded by greed, vanity, and ignorance. Sometimes it's not about ghosts or magic, it's about human nature. Kids often see the fractures in relationships, hypocrisy, and social injustice long before adults admit to them. In To Kill a Mockingbird, through the innocent eyes of Scout Finch, we see the absolute absurdity and horror of racial prejudice. She doesn't understand the complex legal politics, but she understands basic human fairness, something the adult townspeople have abandoned.
In the movie Inside Out, Riley discovers the necessity of sadness, a truth that adults often suppress. Also, in Peanuts, the voices of all the adults sound like wah, 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 wah. Good job there, Drew. Willow and Giles look into Dr. Backer. To be continued.
The missing scene that could have been in this week's episode.
Hi, Oz. It's Will. I guess you must have the flu since you weren't at school and you're not in this episode. I mean not visiting Buffy at the hospital. It's a freaky deaky bug. So, I hope you're resting and drinking lots of fluids. I can drop off some chicken noodle soup. You know, it's like penicillin. It's just as well that you're not coming to the hospital for the monster of the week. I'll explain later. The main reason I'm calling is so you know not to let Cousin Geordie anywhere near you. I repeat, no Geordie or kids in your germy vicinity. Fill you in soon.
Let's get ready to Buffy!
Vengeance Val was the victor in our first inaugural Battle of the Uber Buffy fans. If you would like to challenge her title and be considered as a contender for this season's battle, please email revampedpod@gmail.com. Yes, be sure to include your name, where you weigh in with your number of watch-throughs, where you're located, something interesting about you, or something you think would be good to share.
And your social media handles.
Yes, woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Boop-boop-be-Dru. Revamptees, please correspond with me on our Patreon page, Revamped with Juliet Landau, on Twitter, @Juliet Landau, on Instagram, @Juliet_Landau, and on the Fans of Juliet Landau Facebook group, or Juliet Landau official Facebook page. Patreon peeps to be read in the credits: Dave Hall, Fonnie June Kendall, Daniel Harbour, Louise Brennan, Brandon Key, Cameron Burton, Donnie Ruskin, Madeline Pruitt, Marion Stevenson, Antonio H. Gutierrez, and Bobby Pelham. It makes all the difference because we cannot keep making the show without you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Until we meet again.
See you next time when we do it again. Do it again. Until then, rewatch, revamp, reinvent, and be remarkable you.